Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Whimsy. I am your host, Ben, and we have a few people here today.
Just Megan.
Just Megan. How you doing, Megan?
Good. How are you? And you only?
Yeah. And
We're horrible at this.
I am horrible at
We're
this.
doing.
You've been
No,
demoted
I can
to.
I can cut all that back in.
You've been demoted to guest.
All right.
I'm not a guest.
And then we
You're
have,
a guest.
I make the
Who's our
show.
guest, Liam?
I make the show.
and then who else do we have here with us?
Liam.
All right. What is today, guys?
Halloween.
It's Halloween season.
The Halloween-ish.
Are we excited for Halloween?
I'm excited for Halloween. I always am.
Would this be the first quote unquote like special episode that we've done 2 years in a row?
Yeah, I think it's like the first tradition. Then we'll have Christmas after this.
All right, because we didn't do any second birthdays.
Correct.
All right, so hey, I don't know what we're calling it. What was the bonus points for anybody who remembers what we called it last year?
Hey, Kelly. What was the Halloween episode last year?
I don't know.
I know it was something like semi cutesy,
Something I'd made up.
but
That was me.
so last year, what did we talk about last year?
We talked about our favorite movies, favorites.
Oh,
Yeah,
we had candy
favorite
costumes.
Favorite villains. We were ranking them.
We did rank them.
Liam's were unhinged.
They've probably changed now because
He's gaining culture.
I gave a small breakdown of horror film from the early days of, was that Vincent Price, into the 70s, 80s,
you know what's
into the 2000s?
really bad too is that I don't get into something until after I talk about it and I know nothing about it because I just got done finishing like the Chucky movies, but then like I just watched like the Terrifiers and stuff, and like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre at home, and I'm starting like slashers are fun, but like you showed me Winnie the Pooh and I like the killing. I like the killing.
Yeah, I did. I started the Pooniverse.
The Pooniverse.
Yes, Blood and Honey, I think is what it was called.
Never saw it.
It is interesting.
It's not good, but it's interesting.
Oh, it's definitely not. It's right up your alley. Like
Oh,
if we
yeah.
were gonna do,
Perfect for me.
if we were gonna go D movie night, this would be perfect. It has like the one like half naked chick with her boob out,
Wait, actually?
like 80s style.
Ooh,
Like not a lot of nudity.
exploitation sort of
Yes.
thing. Ooh.
Yeah, it was interesting. Some of the killings were a little bit out there and over the top. So
Do you remember that movie that we watched from that collection we had?
Hotel Hell,
Hotel Hell. Yeah.
Motel Hell or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was great.
Is that there?
Were you there?
No, I don't know where you are, but this year I got some stats. Maybe a couple of games. We're gonna see how much we can get through. We got a small time frame, but at least
I might leave midway episode.
Oh, then we'd have to call in a pitch hitter.
Got it.
Got it.
It's okay if we lose dead weight.
That's fine.
All right. Here's some Halloween facts.
Sorry. Also, my birthday episode, me and Megan are fighting because she wants to take shots at me, and
But that's fine. I'm okay with that.
that was not necessary whatsoever. But I just wanted to say that.
All right. We're gonna. I got some facts. We're gonna play some high low. So I'll pose a question. Megan will give an answer, and then Liam has to say whether or not he thinks the real answer is higher or lower than yours.
Got it.
All right. I got papers all over the place. I didn't organize any of this stuff.
There's some illustrations. Looks
I
like
just-
Laurie Strode.
Jim Lee Curtis. What is the pumpkin capital of the U.S.?
Missouri.
No,
Missouri. Kansas.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah. All right. First high-low question. How many people believe, in percentage, I'll take a percentage, believe in the paranormal, ghosts, demons, and other supernatural existences?
Aliens. Yes or no?
You mean percentage?
Yeah.
Oh, it's got to be high because everyone I talk to believes in that. So I'm going to say like 75%.
75%?
Dude, everybody.
Okay.
Um,
Now you, remember, we're playing high-low. So you got to get, you can't like reveal your hand too much. You got to give him, because he's got 25%. Like,
because I'm thinking of the Mexicans of the Day of the Dead and stuff.
okay.
Whoa.
So like,
So are you going to go higher or lower than 70%?
76%.
It's 40.
40?
4 out of 10 people like legit believe in the paranormal.
Like, what do you mean legit? You should have given us context.
Well, you didn't ask. The Day of the Dead, I think that's more like a traditional type thing.
Yeah.
Whereas like people who are like, there is a demon in my house. I am possessed.
Dude, there was a demon at my job on Friday, according to the night watchman. He told me he saw a snake slithering from under a Jeep up on the top of the roof of the parking garage. And I was like, that doesn't sound great. I don't like snakes. He's like, no, but it wasn't a snake. And I was like, oh, that sounds great. I love not snakes. He goes, yeah, because it reared up to the size of a human and then it like unfurled these huge wings and it was a demon of Satan. And I was like, that's not great news when I'm about to go to my car, but you know what? At least it made it interesting.
Speaking of like demon-ish things, I've heard no feedback on my episode whatsoever.
I just wrote it down. I was gonna bring up your back rooms at the end of this part.
I don't even care. Kelly, like, I need to hear her perspective because she listened to the episode for sure.
And you told them before me.
I barely told them anything.
Still more than me. Let's get back to my game here real quick.
All right.
I have a designated spot for your back rooms rant. The largest Halloween parade in the U.S. takes place in New York City. 2 million spectators are there. How many people are dressed up? Let me see. Roughly how many costume participants are there?
So 2 million people are there. How many?
60%.
No, I need like a hard number. Like how many thousands of people?
500,000. No.
It's not 60% of 2 million.
He gets that math from his mom.
800,000.
800,000 people. So for every 2 people watching, there is a person dressed up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Higher or lower?
I'm going to say lower.
70,000 people are dressed up in costumes. Like, how crazy? That's like, that's
How
a
do
lot
you
of
go
costumes.
to the parade and not dress up? That's my question.
Well, I think it's the idea that they have that many volunteers walking down the streets. Like, that's crazy. Let's see, we got New Hampshire holds the world record for lit jack-o'-lanterns. How many jack-o'-lanterns is the record for most lit?
New Hampshire, the whole state?
Let's see. Keene, New Hampshire.
Keene, New Hampshire.
Back in 2013, had a dazzling X number of jack-o'-lanterns lit. I'm assuming at one time. Like they were all...
Without going out or being... I'm going to say... 450.
450 jack-o'-lanterns. Higher or lower?
Higher.
Give me a guess what you think it would be.
520.
30,000.
Oh, I guess it could be like more than one per person. I was thinking like Keene is probably a small town.
That's crazy. 30,000. And like what's weird is like I couldn't even imagine what 30,000 looks like.
30,000 looks like, and then like, what do? Do you take a picture? Because what if while you're counting they go out?
What if you're like the guy who's like 1, 2? Oh, they have the clicker.
Yeah, clicker, but.
All right, Americans spend more than X number of dollars on costumes, candies, and decorations and greeting cards. What do you think the average American spends on Halloween?
$90.
Okay, so you're going to go 90, higher or lower?
I'm going to say higher. I'm going to incriminate myself because it's definitely higher than 90.
How much did you spend?
Well, like, think about it, because it's just the candy. Candy's expensive.
Right.
It's like $30, $40 worth of candy, and then you got costumes. Those could be like $30 each, and there's 3 people in the family.
Right.
That's already $90.
But
I'm just
average, that's only $30.
Did you say decorations?
And decorations, greeting cards?
150 because you didn't say decorations.
I did, but you say 150, she's still going to go. Ooh. Oh, he jumped $60.
Yeah, it's different.
Oh, so now are you going to go?
I'm gonna say lower than that. I don't think it's as high as 150.
It is 108.
So either way, I was good.
Yeah. Yeah, really. It was like $108. It seems low though.
You should see my house because mine's definitely like 300.
Yeah,
No, for sure.
literally.
Oh, like the neighbors, they went crazy. They got like
Cobwebs, skeleton stories.
all right. Let's just do a quick 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Top 10 costumes this year. I'll give everybody 2 strikes and then I'll fill in the rest.
This year.
This year. According to Google, these were the top Halloween costumes. Oh, that seems kind of wonky. 2023. This is gonna be from last year.
Oh, last year?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what happened last year. Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. Liam. There's some generic ones, but
Because if it was this year, I would be like Beetlejuice, obviously.
well, still Wednesday.
Definitely, probably Michael Myers.
No Michael Myers.
Ghostface from Scream.
No Ghostface. One more, Liam. There's some generic ones in there.
Jason.
Generic means every year from forever.
Vampire.
Okay, a witch.
There you go.
Sophie was a witch, right?
No.
Oh, she's a princess.
She was a
Or
princess
fairy.
last year, and she's a princess this year.
So what's your guess?
Let's see. Are we still going generic?
Yeah.
Like a regular ghost?
No regular ghost. Liam? Last one.
Sorry. I thought something.
I'll give you $50 right now if you can sweep the rest of these 8. You'll never do it, to be fair.
All right, fair, right? So there's got to be one bad horror movie, but I will say
It's probably like kids, though. So it's like
Yeah.
Iron Man,
It's
Superman,
Barbie,
Spider-Man.
Princess, Spider-Man,
let me finish.
Fairy, dinosaurs, Cowboy. I'm surprised Cowboy's still a thing.
Didn't see one single cowboy last year.
Ninja and bunnies.
Hawk Tuah girl. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let's see. All right. Halloween generates billions of dollars.
We're saving America's economy.
How much last year, 2023, did Halloween generate in monies? And it's in the billions.
It's your turn because I did higher, lower, last.
Generating billions. I'm going to say 2.7 billion.
2.7. That's still a lot. Like, that's crazy.
That's too much money.
Right?
If you think it's just America, right? 50 states. If the average is 108, and say there's 10,000 people living in each state, right? Is that low?
That's way low. There's 4 million people in our town, not counting her town, your town. 2.7, higher or lower? Does Halloween generate in dollars?
So, and say there's like 30 towns. So
30 towns.
We went from 50 states to 30 towns, and there's like 10,000 in each town.
higher was 4.8.
12.2.
12.2.
That is a lot of candy.
Candy and decorations and costumes and
they say that we have an obesity problem or a diabetes problem.
Wrong. Because we're 2 steps ahead. That's why.
All right, we're going to do some costumes again. On average, the U.S. pet owner spends around $700 million on costumes for their pets. What are some of the costumes you dress your pets up as?
Hot dog.
You got hot dog.
a lobster.
No lobsters.
Burger.
No burger.
A cowboy.
No cowboy.
A ghost.
Wait, whoa.
Here's a ghost. What else?
Dogs are cute and
This dog's never worn a costume.
my
My mom puts sweaters on her dogs like religiously.
Dude, he's a bad boy. If you put a sweater on him, he starts freaking out.
I'm sorry. A witch?
No. Pumpkins, bat, bumblebees, spiders, devil.
Oh, I have
cat.
seen the dog spider costume. It's very cute.
I like the ones where they, it's like a vest, but it has the feet and the arms and the front. So when it's running towards you, it just looks like a dog head running.
Oh, yeah. Like,
There's a Chucky video of that.
Yeah.
yeah, I've seen it with the little tan dog.
All right. Let's see. In 2021, U.S. Census estimated that there were upwards of 42 million trick-or-treaters. And I think I give away the answer. How many trick-or-treaters were there in 2020, like on average? 42 million. Okay, hold on. Rhode Island is the home. Let's see. An annual jack-o'-lantern spectacular held in Roger Williams Park Zoo in Providence, Rhode Island, displays how many jack-o'-lanterns annually?
Rhode Island trying to make a name for itself.
Right. Now that one might have 30 towns and 10,000 per town.
I went to Rhode Island when I went on my Boston trip. Does people know I even went to Boston?
Yeah, we talked about it for days.
They did?
Yeah. I have to explain
You
why
went to
you're not
Boston?
around.
How's Boston, buddy?
Oh, good. I like Boston.
All right. Lamb, how many jack-o'-lanterns annually?
Go to that thing.
Yeah, at the zoo, at that zoo.
So you
Remember,
figure
the record was 30 in just the one time. This one, every year, how many pumpkins are they putting out?
So you think that the zoo's like what? 10,000 feet by 10,000 feet, right? So then you calculate.
You could
10,000 feet by 10,000. Do you know how many feet are in a mile?
10 million.
I would have been happier if you would have been like, all right, it's probably like 450 elephants.
End to end?
Mm-mm. At least 2,000.
Okay, 2,000.
2,000, sorry.
Okay, higher or lower?
Lower.
6,000.
6,000?
I don't know where you put, like in our town zoo, I don't know where.
You can fit 6,000 in our zoo.
Yeah, but you would have to like, I guess you would like walkway path it.
How do you get rid of all those pumpkins? When
I
they're
have no
bad?
idea.
Do the animals eat them?
Well, Rhode Island is hot, so they probably don't rot as hard.
It's hot? Rhode Island?
Yeah. All right. So those were some high lows. Next year I'll get some more. We're gonna get into some candy in a second, but
We're already into some candy.
Liam did bring up a very interesting topic a couple weeks ago. Did you hear his lucid dream of being lost in the back rooms?
I heard part of it, but not like on the podcast. He told me in person.
Could
you
you-
listen to the podcast?
Could you, Liam, in 30 seconds or less,
Absolutely not.
give us a breakdown of what it was?
Long hallways, scary shadow figure, bunch of people I knew weren't people. A bunch of people like that are my like closest friends and people. It was them, but it wasn't them. And I would talk to them, have different missions, and then there was a shadow man who would chase me. And like how I got into it was,
Was it one long dream?
2 months scattered of those dreams.
Like,
He just continues it every time he goes back to sleep.
which is weird because it's the definition of the back rooms, right? Kind of is like you get unclipped and you hang out in the back room, so then he gets clipped back.
And what's weirder too is that I predicted all of the bad stuff.
To a certain extent. Like he foresaw, like when life is just pooping all over me, he saw it. Now, what is the creepiest thing about that dream at the very end that you told me?
Oh, that I didn't see you at all?
Yeah. So in 2 months,
I tried, Dad.
every other night, he's having a dream. He's back in the back rooms. He's running. He's just being chased by he's meeting people.
Yeah.
It's like gets some like real Coraline vibes, right? Where he's like, oh, I know that person, but it's not that person.
The other mother.
And it was funny because he's like, I literally have met every person I've ever met in the back rooms. I'm like, even my dad? I'm like, he's like, yeah. I'm like, you've only seen my dad like 4 times in your life. And he's like, but you weren't there. Like, what does that mean? Let's what do you think? Interpret this dream real quick for us.
I'm thinking that you're the shadow man, bro. Think about it. He did see you, but you were the shadow man.
I looked it up and I forget what it meant if you see a shadow-like figure in your dreams.
Yeah, your dad is out to get you.
Keep talking.
But why does he return every night? Or every
Shadow,
night?
the dream, like, it would kind of always end, like, I would see the shadow man every day. Every dream.
Is he always chasing you, or did you ever interact with him?
I told you he'd peek around corners.
Like real creepy. Like, did you ever read up, fall down that?
Kelly did.
The rabbit hole of the backrooms, like reading any of the creepypastas with it.
No, not any of the creepypastas. I've seen people play the backrooms, but I think this comes more like at a nexus between something he was interested in and then dreams and anxieties.
All right.
It sounds really bad, but it's a representation of your subconscious mind, specifically the darker or repressed aspects of your personality, anxieties, or fears that you might be trying to avoid or suppress in walking your life.
Okay. So he had the dream, and then within days of that dream, we recorded the podcast. It was one of the first car casts where he says something bad is going to happen. Now,
The day your car broke down, right?
No, it was before that. So since he has the dream, he makes that bold statement, which I yelled at him for, because you don't make those kind of statements without any context. He breaks his hand. My car breaks down. I broke Verizon. Like, shit's happening all over. Do you think there's any correlation between his dream and the universe trying to poop all over me?
No.
Okay.
And here's why.
All right.
Have you ever heard somebody like do a tarot reading?
Okay.
And you'll be like,
And it's just your
you're
car.
gonna
I
have
broke my
some
thumb.
strife with somebody in your life. Maybe somebody who's like your significant other, or maybe somebody in your family. Like if
when
it
it gets
gets
super vague.
vague enough, something bad happening, something bad's always gonna happen.
Right. Like,
Unless he's like something bad happened and you guys got in a car accident like right then, that would be creepy. But
okay. I'm going to finish doing research on this because I bring it up on the live streams all the time. Exhibit A.
okay.
I get on the podcast, the live stream, and I brag. Hubris. Like I got a monster deal. Amazing. Best day of my life. New phone. Nice and easy. Javier was a really nice guy. Week to the day, car breaks. Verizon nationwide outage. I can't get a hold of the tow truck guy. I can't get a hold of my mom to give me a car to my car, ride to the car. I can't get a hold of anybody. So why is it that I just talked about Verizon and the sweet deal I got, and then it's like, boom, outage. Explain that.
Explain that. Well, the outage wasn't really targeted towards you. It was everybody.
Right. So I broke Verizon. Like people like there could be a class action lawsuit that says we're going to go after Ben.
Because think about it this way. Listen. I also did not mention that I did not have a thumb in the story. If you listen to the podcast, I didn't have a thumb.
But think about it this way.
You did mention it.
I know I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember I said that,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
I didn't have a thumb, and that's before I found out I broke it. Which is even crazier.
It's your wedding day.
Okay.
Beautiful outdoor wedding in a garden setting, your dream.
Okay.
Day comes. It rains. Oh, it's rained on my wedding day. Is this an omen? Is this? It rained on 100 million people who this cloud is covering, right?
Okay.
Was it an omen to you, or is it just raining? Because rain happens.
Okay. Exhibit 2.
Okay, it was A.
Earlier this-
Exhibit A and Exhibit 2.
Earlier this week, I applied for the app Rocket Money.
Okay.
As I am filling out said application for Rocket Money, on the radio, Elton John's Rocket Man is playing. Like what? What? Oh, when's the last time you heard Rocket Man randomly on the radio?
It depends on what station you're on.
and then the exact same time I happen to be applying for it.
It's called a coincidence.
But when does a coincidence become okay? How many coincidences would you have to have in a week before you're like, this is something weird?
A lot.
3 a day for
So
a
I
week?
understand like what probability is, and while everything seems like very random, while different things are happening all the time, like weather patterns and car troubles, they're going to overlap constantly. So you're going to get like 2 or 3 in a week, regardless.
All right.
Eventually.
One more example. Monday.
Example. Gamma.
Right? Monday. My mom's fridge decides to start freezing on the top half to the left. No idea where it's coming from, why it's freezing. Nothing is frozen, just the tray. Tuesday, in the middle of my fridge, a solid bottle of water frozen. Frozen solid, nothing else. Just the one spot in the middle of my fridge. Similar to my mom's, but hers was the top shelf. So why is her fridge freezing and mine freezing only one bottle of water?
Let's see. You guys live within a mile of each other, right?
Yeah, like 3 miles. Yeah.
So perhaps a different humidity point given the change in the seasons. Therefore affecting the stuff that's in there because it's going to freeze differently. And then later for the rest of the season, it could freeze in there and you'll only remember the first time it happened.
You laugh. My mom and I are like, it's so funny. My mom's like, I'm not buying a new fridge because she's like, because I'm going to buy a new fridge, something else is going to break. So she's like, we're just going to fucking leave it.
Because like I don't understand though, because like it's so broken themed. Like I broke my thumb, you broke your car, your fridge broke. But that radio thing, that's dumb. Sorry.
Well, to be fair, I did coin that one as a coincidence, but I'm just saying,
Mine's worse than yours though.
it's all starting to pile up. All right, back to some Halloween themed. What are the worst candies that you can get?
You better say it before I do.
These ones are voted. These are the worst candies.
Oh, it's voted? I know people said dots, bro.
No dots.
100% almond joy.
No almond joys.
Mounds?
No mounds.
Are they known candies?
Those are
They're-
real candies? Because almond joy mounds are like famous for not being liked.
Go like
Payday.
way more generic and old timey.
Ay, saltwater taffy. I don't know what else is old timey.
Let's see.
Old timey mints.
Andy's mints. No, Andy's mints are good.
Obviously, candy corn. It's like the OG.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like that one. I'll give you kind of the era
Okay.
that we're thinking. Ready? Necco wafers.
Dude, Necco wafers are disgusting. I forgot about those and you brought that back up.
So-
this is horrible for
So
me.
along the same lines as a Necco wafer.
I hate Necco wafers.
They're my favorite candy.
Do you also like communion wafers?
Like what's weird is now here's
What
what's
is going
interesting is when we look, because after this we'll go into the top 10 candies. These are the furthest away you can get from like the good candies.
The good candies.
Like Necco wafers, like I couldn't even. Could we right now find Necco wafers?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so there's this gas station by my job, and they have Necco wafers there.
That is crazy.
And I remember like thinking, why would anyone still purchase these?
Bit o' honey.
Dude, get rid of that list. Bit o' honey is the best candy that there is. Bit o' honey is amazing.
Smarties. I love Smarties.
Kelly, what's the thing that Mr. Martin liked? Charleston Chews.
Oh, Courtney likes Charleston Chews.
They're good.
I'm a
I like
smarty
Charleston
cat.
And you can't say Smarties are the worst candy. They're great.
I think like they're a staple.
Yeah, it's just sugar and flavoring or whatever it is.
These ones are my favorite. Peanut butter kisses. They're the ones that are wrapped in the black or orange wax paper.
Wouldn't know.
Peanut butter kisses.
Like they wish like yes.
Peeps?
Nope. Peeps is do they have Halloween Peeps?
No.
Wax bottles. I don't even know when the last time I saw a wax bottle was.
Those are kind of cool though.
Yeah.
They're not like great, but they're like a cool time, you know?
Like it's slightly flawed, I think, the list. Good and Plenty, Licorice,
Good and plenty.
Mary Jane. I don't even know what the hell a Mary Jane is.
Oh, peanut butter kiss, yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Are they like?
Those are amazing.
Yeah.
And I would agree with the number one most hated candy of 2024 would be the citrus peanut.
Oh, this is a Mary Jane. No, these are good.
Let me see.
Okay.
But you'll be eating them like literally.
Are they like a caramel?
They're kind of like Charleston chews, where you kind of like chew on them for like a good amount of time.
Yeah. All right. Best Halloween candies.
Reese's.
Like this one, we should be able to just blow through real quick, right?
Snickers, Hershey's.
Okay, one at a
Reese's.
time. Hold on. So we said Reese's.
Yep.
Nice.
No, Pieces or Cups.
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 You don't get pieces in candy.
The number one candy voted. It's like 22% of people voted it.
M&M's.
You get a lot of the brown packs in your bag. They're very common.
M&M's is not making it.
Snickers.
Twix.
Snickers is number 2, and M&M's is 3. I apologize.
Oh,
Twix
cool.
better be like on there because Twix is my favorite.
I love Twix.
Twix is number 8.
How 8? So
Milky
dumb.
Way.
I'm thinking of like that one.
I
pack
do
of
enjoy a Milky Way, but Milky Way is not on here.
Hershey's.
Hershey's, number 7. Kelly's favorite.
Cheese in his.
I don't know what Kelly likes. Nerd
Tamales.
clusters. Oh,
Ah.
And
I didn't know hot tamales would make it.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
didn't
seen them
think
in
they would.
Halloween.
nerd clusters.
I don't know if it's going to be the Nerd Clusters, but it's Nerds. Hit number 10.
Okay.
Dude, I love classic nerds though.
Yeah,
In the dual box.
Yes. We have 3 more.
Right. After that, can we talk about some underrated candy?
Yeah.
So Skittles.
Skittles is a good one.
Skittles it did not make the top 10, but I'll give you a fun fact about Skittles when we're done. Give me 3 more.
Dots.
No. You guys were going good with the candy bars, Milky Way, and then you guys were like, no Milky Way, and you guys stopped. Butterfingers, Kit Kats,
Oh, Kit Kats, yeah.
Shouldn't have Kit Kat.
and the Sour Patch Kids.
That's so. Those are so. Besides, like the Butterfingers. Butterfingers, I've heard are terrible.
It's the only gummy on the list. So did Sour Patch Kids boot out Dots?
As favorites? I don't think anyone thinks Dots is their favorite.
My mom likes Dots, I think.
Old people like dots.
Skittles did not make the nationwide top 10, but it is Arizona's favorite candy.
You know why, right?
Because Arizona sucks.
Doesn't melt.
Oh shoot!
Because it's going to be 95 degrees when it's Halloween.
I had a list, but I don't have it anymore. But
If it rains on Halloween, I'd literally start crying in happy
Are you
tears.
dressing up this year? That's what?
Doing zombie wrestlers with my friends.
oh, that's kind
I
of
can
cool.
dig it.
That's fun. All right, Liam. Underrated candies.
Wait, I had one. Oh, bottle caps. Like I'm thinking of the Dollar Tree. You see box candies.
Oh, I do like bottle caps.
So you should know.
Those
The
I think would have been on the
Rubens.
worst because like they're old timey, like bit of honey.
It's like the stuff you'll see
Wait, how are the
discounted at Walgreens.
Harbio gummies not on that list?
Haribo.
Yeah, Haribo.
Because
gold
those things, like, let's hit or miss. Those are going to be hard as hell.
Well, and then when you get them in the package, they only have like 2 gummies per pack. Not cool. No
Yeah.
bang for your buck.
And they're super small and they're like way dense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like when there's like something interesting in your bucket.
What else is an underrated?
What's that hair situation, bud?
Sophia, come here. You said you wanted a podcast today. Come here.
Come to brother.
Come sit. Tell everybody what your favorite candy is. Okay, stand right here and say what your favorite candy is.
What kind of candy do you like?
Skittles.
Skittles. What else?
Popcorn.
Oh, you like popcorn?
I like popcorn too.
You like popcorn balls or just like loose popcorn?
Did we get popcorn at the fair, bud?
I like popcorn from the fair.
Yeah.
Popcorn from the fair.
Let's talk about kettle corn.
Oh, the kettle corn's amazing.
Yeah.
What are you dressing as?
What's your costume, bud?
Puzzle.
Yeah, Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. Is that a princess?
Mm-hmm.
You have really long hair?
Like one does the hair of it.
I'm gonna be a zombie and I'm gonna eat you.
Can I eat you?
Are Sour Patch Kids the only sour candy?
Warheads.
Oh, shoot.
Dude,
snap.
I
love
get so
Warheads,
I hate
dude.
Warheads so much.
They're
Oh,
the best candy.
Warheads dominated like 2000, like 98 to like 2002.
I remember as a kid, I used to like covet them.
No. What about the Fireball? Jawbreakers.
Yeah. Atomic fireballs.
Heck yeah, those still like,
They have those at the gas station right now.
I would be so upset if I got all Warheads in my bag.
You can give them to me because they're great.
Liam's going to be upset because he's going to get so many mounds
Oh yeah,
What does that mean?
almond
and
joy.
almond joys.
I always get Reese's.
Yeah.
A lot of Reese's.
Oh, he lives in a rich neighborhood, you know.
I just get the king size Hershey's.
King
white
size.
chocolate.
They each give you a
Yeah.
king size bar.
All right.
You need a
So,
wagon each.
Lemon heads are underrated. I like
I
them.
love lemon heads. Okay. So those were some tamer games.
Cherry heads, though.
So
I've never seen them, but they're good.
we're going to try something. I'm not going to play it on the computer because I don't want to get copyrighted real hard. So hopefully, like it being played from my phone,
I won't change anything.
you guys will understand it, but it won't get copyrighted as hard, I guess, is what I'm hoping for.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to do theme song, horror movie theme songs.
Okay.
So we're going to take turns. It will play the theme, and you have to tell me what it is.
Got it.
Liam, you're going to go first?
No, her house, her rules.
What if her rule is you get to go first?
And then that's her rules.
Okay. All right. All right, so we're going to hopefully this picks up a little bit. No, just in case. I'm going to probably edit a little bit before. All right. Here you go, Lamb. Ready? Let's begin. Theme 1. Not yet. Yes.
Jaws.
Are you sure?
100% with the ending.
Yeah, it is Jaws. All right, the next one will be yours. So when the line moves, that way you know it's yours. Okay, theme 2.
That's not Nightmare Before Christmas. It's
Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Oh, as soon as it picked
Yeah.
up, we're all like, you were close. You're like, I know it's Tim Burton.
I was like, it's Tim Burton. I don't.
All right, Liam.
Oh, come on. So easy.
Wait, what's the movie called? Halloween.
I was going to
No.
say, please don't do that to me.
Liam's funny because he knows what the character is, but not the name of the movie. All right, so you said Halloween?
Halloween's my favorite
It is
movie,
Halloween.
so.
All right. You guys are doing actually really good. I think there's a couple in here that are like way off.
She got Beetlejuice, sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if I had gone first, that would have been great.
Yeah, because that would have
Oh, it's Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
That one's easy.
Which is funny because like if it didn't have that you would never know what it was.
No.
All right, Lynn, you're up. Give it a second.
It should not play that, like, transition music, because
Yeah.
it breaks your brain for a second. Like this part.
Is this The Exorcist? Exorcist?
I don't know what this one is. I think this is an obscure one.
It's great.
One Missed Call.
Oh,
No one's ever even heard of that.
No one's heard of that.
did you get it?
No.
All right, Megan.
The Exorcist.
I love how piano is just all you needed for a horror theme in the 70s and the 80s.
And you know what? They were right.
All right,
It's good.
all right, Liam, you ready for yours?
Silence of the Lambs?
No.
Oh. So,
Old timey, like The Thing, maybe? Oh, The Shining. I've never seen The Shining.
never seen
Have you?
You should see this Shining.
Remember we had that whole conversation about me watching The Shining?
It's on my list, and I'm going to watch it this week. That's what I'm going to do.
Never seen it, so.
Interesting fact.
Yes.
Stephen King didn't like The Shining, even though it's adapted from his works.
Yes.
He didn't like it at all.
It is weird how many people like it. Like, there's a whole documentary about people trying to decode what they think Kubrick was trying to do and say.
It's definitely not weird because Stephen King, I feel like, is a great author, but doesn't recognize what makes like a movie good. So a lot of times we'll be like, oh, they cut this, they cut that. I'm like, yeah, but it made the movie better, didn't it?
Right. It did. And then I think that's kind of some of the argument. Like, I think your Harry Potter fans are.
Well, I mean, like,
that.
it is like 1,000 pages long.
Yeah.
Do you
and
really
I
want
gotta-
to engage with 1,000 pages worth of screenplay, or do you want to
Right.
make it succinct?
Right. All right. Liam.
Yes. No, it's her.
Okay. Megan. So The Shining. I'm going to watch it this week.
It throws me off every time.
Liam. Oh, it's definitely 80s.
Yeah.
Oh, Liam had this one earlier. Saw.
That can't be the Saw theme. That just can't. I've seen Saw.
Have you seen them all?
You've seen Beetlejuice.
Liam throwing some shade.
It's old. It's definitely old.
Poltergeist?
The one, the, never mind.
Oh, Child's Play.
Have
Well,
you
you don't
seen
remember-
Child's Play?
You don't remember
No,
the,
no one remembers the theme song of Child's Play.
you remember the funny lines out of that.
Yeah. All right, Megan.
Oh.
I'm gonna pause it because I want to get this one actually.
Okay.
So it was like boom, boom, like
I can back it up a second here. Okay, we're gonna replay it. This is Chucky, Child's Play. Liam thinks he got it.
I've definitely heard it.
I've heard it before. I just don't know from where.
And it fits the movie so well too, I bet.
I'm just gonna say Texas Chainsaw Massacre to just say something.
28 days later.
I've heard the song, the song, but never heard.
It was
seen the movie.
28 days later.
Never seen the movie.
Zombies. Slow zombies, right?
Yes.
All right, Megan. Ooh, bonus. Rosemary's Baby?
Could be, actually. I haven't seen that in like years.
Oh, it.
There's no way.
That's like too new. Oh, no, whatever. All right, it does seem a little bit more polished than a 73 Rosemary's Baby. All right, so different, fun. It is interesting that we've seen most of these movies, and it is so because like Beetlejuice, like you knew it was something in
Tim
that realm.
Burton. Yeah, I was like, and there's a lot of stuff in Tim Burton's works that's very similar. So I'm like,
What is your favorite horror theme song, Lamb? I'm surprised Friday the 13th Elm Street didn't show up on here.
yeah, it didn't.
Because that one has the chant, right? The kids chanting at the end.
1, 2,
Yeah.
it's coming for you. 3, 4.
Probably like
There's only one right answer. I'm sorry.
probably the Halloween one.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh my God, you got the right answer. John Carpenter wrote the music for that, and he directed it, so he knew what was going on. We just watched that last weekend too.
What is? There was something about. Was there something? Was there a story behind that theme song?
No. I think there might be though.
I thought there was. Oh, I remember what it was. Let me talk to Megan for a second. Let me just Google. It's sworn there was an interesting story about the
So,
Halloween.
have you seen any recent horror movies?
I just watched The Terrifiers. Not the third one though. I watched the third one.
Oh, that one was in theaters, right? I just watched Smile 2.
Was that good?
Never.
Okay, crazy better than the first one, but still I feel like it stumbled at the end. I won't like ruin the ending, but it stumbled at the end for hard.
How do you guys feel about Happy Death Day?
Never seen
I
it.
love Happy Death Day.
I loved
And
it.
the second one was also good, but in a different way. It's kind of like the Gremlins 2,
Yeah, I like
Phenomenon.
Gremlins too. Yeah.
where it's like it's kind of like a whole different movie, but it's still good. No, I like Happy Death Day.
I definitely did do the Punaverse on the plane ride to Chicago. Interesting. It's playing on Peacock right now, but they're getting ready to do Bambi. So there's gonna be a Bambi.
So that's going into like public domain or something.
Yeah,
Oh, I wish there was a Mickey one.
there is a Mickey one. There is a Mickey one.
There was a couple ones where they like things were going to public domain and they were making them into horror movies.
Well, there's like because South Park used Mickey.
Peter Pan is going to be. So what's interesting with the Punaverse?
Peter Pan is like a horror movie, though,
Yeah.
isn't it? He comes in the night and he steals the children away.
But they're working on in like a couple of years. They're going to get to a point where they're going to have the Avengers Endgame version of it. So they're going to get the Punaverse. They're going to get Peter Pan, Jiminy Cricket. I don't think there was who else was there, but they're all those public domains.
All
They're
in the
all-
same movie.
Yeah, they're gonna just group them all and then somehow go after whatever the big bad is or the big good is.
Or we like Freddy versus
storyteller.
Jason, where like Freddy is the main
Yeah.
person. He's using Jason to
Winnie the Pooh
attack
is
the
terrible
town.
though. No offense.
It was interesting.
No offense to a timeless classic.
The beginning, the getting into why and how they went like bloodthirsty crazy was interesting. It's literally almost the same story because Christopher Robin eventually leaves, right, in real lore, but they tweak it to be like, what do these characters do when they don't have anybody to feed them and interact with them? Spoiler alert, they mention it in the first like 45 seconds, but they end up eating Eeyore.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're like, it is interesting. It's definitely on like that weird.
It's one of those things that sounds interesting on paper and they could have done something interesting with it, and then it became like a cheesy bloodfest.
It's weird because it's only Winnie the Pooh because the main character is Christopher Robin, and then the guy looks like a pig or a bear. It could have been nameless bear, nameless pig.
Is he wearing like just like a generic Winnie the Pooh mask?
Not generic. It's played off like it's like looks like it's supposed to be like a real Winnie the Pooh. So it's all like rubber masks and stuff. Drools all over it. Liam saw a couple of the deaths.
The car one was.
Oh, like running over the head, like
Is
real
it practical? Like not CGI?
practical.
Okay, then I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Already.
Like the budget went to the blood and some of the special, like semi-special effects, like with the prosthetics and the like Robert Kurtzman would have been really good in like makeup artists using like sledgehammers to the face.
Yeah, and they've talked about how it's easy to get into the horror scene, like versus any other kind of genre when you're making films when you have no budget or whatever it is.
Some of because like the Paranormal Activity, like the first one was made for like.
The first one is just them in bed for like 90% of the film.
It was made for like 1.2 million.
Paranormal Activity.
The found footage, right?
Yeah.
But it grows.
I think it's even fixed camera angle.
Yeah.
Because it's just from like the bedroom.
And then like every movie, it's like a different, like a baby monitor or a fan. Like,
yeah.
You guys want to play Renautica?
Not yet. You don't have time. What time is it? You got to get out of here soon. All right.
I have my mom's location.
All right. We are almost done. Halloween Taboo. I don't know how to do this. So here's your example. You have to get Liam to say that word, but you can't give any of those clues.
That.
So I have to, the underlined word I have to get him to say, but I can't use any of those others.
We should do charades. Charades would be more fun.
Yeah, because an audio podcast is fantastic. All right.
Evil, old
Garist.
woman.
Halloween themed. I think it's one at a time. So we'll go one at a time and we'll go back and forth. So
I did like 3.
Take a guess on hers. Yeah.
Would you say evil, bad, old?
Evil old woman.
Which?
Yeah.
You can get away with woman? That's lame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leaves. Season.
Yeah.
Fall. Autumn.
The first one, yeah.
What is it?
I like
Fall.
how on this one,
There's
2 of
3
the
words.
taboo words
No.
are the words of the actual
You have to
thing.
get her to say the top word.
I did. Oh. But there's examples on there. That isn't.
No, you can't say those words.
Oh.
All right.
Oh, this one's harder. Animal.
Cat.
Specifically, not white cat.
What does that mean?
Not white.
Halloween themed.
Opposite of white.
Black cat.
Yeah.
Like there's supposed to be one word clues. He's like, I can't get it.
Decomposed body.
Halloween themed.
Zombie.
Decomposed.
Corpse.
Nope. Flesh is off.
Skeleton. Oh my god. I can't say the third one.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you would get it, to be fair, honest with you. That's a newer clue, too.
Not a mop.
Broom.
I'm pretty sure that you're only supposed to stick to one word clues, right?
Oh, this one's hard.
No, because this one has, you can't say dress up. So
Yeah.
that's weird.
It grows, and it's
Whoa. It grows? Okay.
Yeah, it's a vegetable if you want to, and you make
pumpkin.
yeah, because I can't say jack-o'-lantern, orange, or car.
All right. Place where you go to get scared.
A haunted house.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That was funny. I don't even know how this one exists.
so if it's not pumpkin pie, it's
What was the clue?
pie.
You know what? Now, here's what's really funny is if you ever watched like 60s and 70s Password,
Yeah.
they're like, all right, because it's the same basic game, right?
Mhm.
And then they're like, so I'm like, all right, Liam, your one word clue, glow. And I'm like, God damn it. And then Betty White laughs and everybody has a good time.
Okay, so let me do one more.
We get
No, let me do.
No, because she has,
You go with yours. This one's hard.
I did give you hard ones.
Ooh.
The ghost?
Yes, you got it.
All right. Here we go. A bird.
A crow.
A lamer bird. No, sorry. It is a group of birds.
Oh, a flock.
Of not ducks,
Goose.
but multiples.
Geese.
Geese.
Now, real quick, are geese synonymous with Halloween?
What, Kelly?
Kelly,
Do geese have anything to do with Halloween?
Oh,
She said that so deliberately. She was like, "No, how would you dare ask,
like
bro?"
real judgy, like why did Ben not fact check these real quick? All right, Liam, go ahead.
it's a ride in Universal Studios. Got it.
I've never been to Universal Studios.
We watched it at your house.
Ghostbusters?
Mm-mm-mm.
Which one is it?
It's very common.
Is it a movie? Like based on a movie?
It's not based on, but like there's a movie kind of about it.
Universal Monster? Would that be? Oh, I would have went cuter. I would have said
The Mummy?
Daddy, and then she'd be like Mommy.
Okay,
Boom,
here we
nailed
go. Here we go. When you go on trick or oh, sorry,
Was it trick or treat?
yeah, it was. Oh, this one's easy because it's the same vein as what you were saying. It's like the one where it's the doctor's name, not that thing's name.
Oh, the
Daddy. Sorry.
It's got
who
like
created the monster?
it's got like
Frankenstein.
bolts. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't say monsters.
Have you ever watched three Frankenstein? 38?
No, wait, no, sorry. Is it the one where like eventually they go to the end of the book where it's like the ship and he's like caught in the ice? Because then
No.
I've seen it.
No, it's
It's like black and white.
black and white. They chase him to a barn and they set it on fire.
Well, yeah.
Dude, one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. I absolutely love that movie. I adore it so much. Okay, go ahead for Liam. You held.
Yeah, how?
All right, we got a couple more minutes. Or-
No, my mom's not gonna be here till 6:25.
Oh, okay.
Howl.
Howl? Like a werewolf?
Oh, nice.
Okay, something that Liam will never experience because he has no friends.
Party.
Festive. Oh, right.
I go to a certain type of party.
Yeah, what kind of party? A backrooms party?
Nah, better.
Keep fishbowl.
What you doing, bud?
Getting chocolate.
Area 51.
Oh, that's a decent. That's a good. I'll give you props on that one.
Area 51? Aliens?
That's what we're talking about. Could you
No,
have gone?
you
Alien?
just take away the S. Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you have gone with like facehugger on that? Hey, have you seen Romulus yet?
Big black eye.
Yes, it was great.
Was it
Literally. You should watch it.
like good call? Like feels of the original?
It really does.
Okay.
Like, it's probably the first one since the original that kind of feels like it's the same vein.
Is it okay? So like Kevin Smith in Reboot described what a reboot is, which is the same movie but younger in diversity. So would this be almost like a reboot of it? It was like, are there a bunch younger and a bunch of like diversity in it?
I'd say they're probably younger than the original cast, but I don't know if they're more diverse.
Was there any black people in the original?
Kelly, were there any black people in the original Alien movies? Yes. They're her favorite, so. Kelly, were there any black people in Romulus? Yes, the android was black. Thank you. I answered my own question.
That's an interesting game. I can handle some Taboo. Do some Christmas Taboo.
That'd be cool.
All you guys listening, leave some comments and some chats. What do you like? This is a definitely Halloween.
Leave a chat about what geese have to do with Halloween, please.
Yes.
Please help us.
We played high-low.
Right?
We played top 10s, some lists, so we could do like top 10 gift cards because that's what all people buy now these days. But yeah, let us know what games you liked, and we'll bring it back for Christmas.
And about those geese, bro.
And those geese.
What does that have to do with Halloween?
I would assume that we would do a Christmas episode. Do you have any ideas for Christmas? So here's
It's
what
all going to be all about Krampus. I'll bring the Halloween to Christmas.
I like it. Well, because Lim and I listened to the Tell 'em Steve Dave Christmas special. And they've had one every year for like 14 years now. And what was funny is after like 4 years, you run out, you're like, because their universe is just a little bit small, kind of like ours, right? Where they have maybe a dozen people in their TSD town. So after like 4 or 5 years, you're like, we've talked to everybody. We've done everybody's origin story, favorite Christmases and everything else. And you're like, what do you do for year 6?
That's true. Like going forward,
Right?
what you talk about to make it fresh and new.
You bring the family in, and the family, that's when you bring in Nikki, Rhiannon.
But then is it just a repeat of years past, but with different people? Like, because it's always just going to be, what was your favorite Christmas, Nikki? What was your favorite Christmas, Rhiannon? And it's like, it's interesting.
Or do you go meta and you talk about like what Christmas really is?
Now, what was funny was like year 6, I think it was for Tell 'em Steve Dave. Because Walt Flanagan does all of the games, comes up with everything. And he ran out of ideas. He's like, I don't know what else to do. So he's like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go Christian style. No Santa. And he just did like a Christian-based, like...
Oh my god. Fundamentalist Christian-based.
I'm not
people,
participating.
like death threats almost. Like people hated the episode. But, I mean, we still got 4 years before we get to that point.
Imagine making a death threat over a Christmas episode on podcast.
Dude, we are fanatical about the Christmas episode. One of the best one they did was Walt was like, I'm done with it. I don't want to do, I'm tired of doing, like, I can't come up with these games anymore. So he gave it to Brian Johnson and Brian Quinn, and they ended up doing like a, it was Brian and Quinn Save Christmas. And so they kind of did like a quasi radio play where they took the sleigh to all the different people from Tesdy Town, and then they interviewed everybody. The thing ran like 4 hours long.
You know what we should do like get the like entire family. Like I'm talking, they're spending more money on mics and stuff, and we get like a Christmas murder mystery where I'm the narrator, and we get a row, right? So there's one medic who can save a person, and there's one murderer, and then one sheriff. So
that's you're talking.
It's like Among Us, basically.
Right, murder mystery versus like a radio play. I was still, for whatever reason, we can even do a radio play.
True. I like the murder mystery.
Yeah, because on like it was Christmas night, and the kids were tucked into their beds. Little Rhiannon accidentally slipped down the stairs going to get her presents. But luckily, there was a medic right in time and stuff like that, and narrate the story.
Right. So
we can even do disappearance mystery if we don't want to do murder on Christmas. Like somebody disappears.
I say for Christmas, year 4, year 5, Earth Day, Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
We just like
Midwinter Arbor Day.
Yeah. We were like, hey, we want to recognize Arbor Day. We think it's important. It gets 2 days.
Forget you, Christmas. What do you think you are, bro?
You have Christmas trees? Arbor Day was there first.
Cutting down trees by the thousands? Wow, look at you.
We could also go into like holiday-themed conspiracy theories.
Ooh, I like conspiracy theories.
Because there's, I don't know if it's, because you find these videos.
Is Santa a cryptid?
Santa's not a crypt.
His blood?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at all the red he wears.
But
Oh, what?
Because like you see these videos online every once in a while, and a guy, as long as he says it like passionately and like in that certain tone, you'll believe everything he says. But it was how Coca-Cola created Santa Claus
To sell more Coke.
to sell more because they
That like rosy-cheeked, white-haired Santa Claus ad
right because they were trying to figure out how to
shaped
sell
everything in our minds.
They
towards
wanted-
Santa Claus,
because they're like, how do we sell more stuff during the winter season? And they're like, well, we just create this guy.
and he loves Coca-Cola. And
Right.
please drink it all year round, please.
Yeah, I remember when my dad called Santa, and then because I was being bad, I think, because I was biting my mom.
I'm taking notes right now.
He was a biter.
So then he called.
You were biting. How old were you, Liam?
But this was last year.
Minimal last year. I mean, it's not like the best Halloween episode, but we had fun. I enjoyed the Taboo game. I'm going to see if I can find some more board game-ish type. Because I just didn't want to come back with the same like trivia questions from last year. We already tackled favorites and all that. So
Think about the murder mystery though, because I think it'd be fun.
you know what's so funny? What's interesting? You can just AI generate one.
It's not fun though.
Yeah,
Then
we
you
won't have a
write
fun
one.
I don't need to write one. I can come up with What do I need to write?
Well, does everybody have to have a certain role?
Yeah, you're an innocent or a killer.
Okay, so mom comes in. What is she?
You have to pick it out of a hat, don't you?
An innocent. Yeah, there's a hat picking, and then
But you don't tell anyone else what you have.
it's like Among Us.
This is how we used to play in like the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh, murder in the dark, and they would turn off the lights, and you would try to hide, and somebody would get murdered.
Do you know what we do next year? No joke. Write this down. No taker. Next year, we do all of the creepy like 80s, 90s, like slumber party games. We'll do Light as a Feather.
Scary.
We'll
Yeah.
do the mirror one.
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. We'll Ouija board it.
Oh, Ouija. Okay.
You mentioned tarot cards earlier. Do you know like the guys who run tarot, like the real spiritual like Wiccans, absolutely hate.
Hasbro?
Yeah, they absolutely hate Ouija boards. Because they're convinced it brings in bad energy. They refuse to play with the Ouija board.
Yeah, we'll play it at your house.
We
Just in
love
case
that.
it's true.
The dog.
Oh, all right. Well, we are at hour 10.
Hour 10.
10 hours? Oh my
10
God.
hours?
No,
Halloween
at hour
episode.
10. 1 hour and 10 minutes.
We both give you a hard time.
Hope you guys
about
had a
that.
good time. We get with it wasn't actually the most polished episode, but it was Halloween themed. What else do you guys want from me? We had a good time. You guys got high low.
Yeah.
I can't believe she didn't get Beetlejuice, man.
Rude.
Are you-
And also Whimsy.